with the famous look, that look of contempt that narcissistic parents instill in their children. So it's very easy for a parent to cause a child to feel shame. A child has no self-esteem or sense of worth separate from what they're learning from their parent. And so if a parent constantly gives a child this look that makes them feel like there's something wrong with them, that they're rejected, that they are unworthy, well, the intense emotion that a child will feel, especially if that look is accompanied by yelling, words that cut like a knife, um, or a withdrawal of affection, right? Like an emotional punishment. So the look is accompanied with something painful. Well, the child's nervous system learns anytime that look comes, the child knows something bad or painful is going to happen with it, right? So now fast forward, and that child is an adult. And maybe they're in their workplace and they have a boss that's challenging. Maybe not narcissistic, but just challenging. And it's also a boss that pushes boundaries. Okay. So the boss asks that now adult child of narcissistic parents, hey, can you do this? Can you work 3 hours late for no pay? And maybe that adult at that moment is like, that is so wrong. Like, no, why would I do that? And they say no. And they actually start to put down a healthy boundary. The second that boss gives them that look of contempt, on a conscious level, that adult child of a narcissist isn't thinking anything. They're not thinking of their childhood, but suddenly they are flooded with this intense shame and fear coming up in their body, and they don't understand it. So they give in. They think, oh, I must be doing something wrong, or something bad is going to happen if I don't give in, because look at that face. Again, this isn't taking place on a conscious level. This is taking place in the nervous system of the adult child of narcissistic parents. So that person gives in, and now, sadly, this is the part where it really affects relationships, because people start to pick up on that. And they start noticing how uncomfortable you get when they put a little pressure on you. They might soon realize that it's the look, but whatever it is, they know that their whole way of being at that moment causes you to give in. What will happen is you can now find yourself in an environment at work, even with people that may not necessarily be high on the scale, but you are now in an environment that is kind of recreating exactly what you experienced in childhood.